All right, my name is Christopher Smith. I'm a personal injury and civil rights attorney in Nashville, Tennessee with DRS Law. Today we're going to talk about summary judgment, which is an important concept to understand in really any lawsuit. And basically what summary judgment is the court will apply the law to the facts of the case where the facts aren't really in dispute. And under the rule for summary judgment, the federal rule and pretty much every state rule, the phrase is where there's no genuine issue of material fact. Basically, there's no dispute about what happened. The court will then simply apply the law to those facts and enter judgment as a matter of law. So an easy example might be a car wreck case where the defendant admits liability. There's no dispute about the fault. So there could be summary judgment as a matter of law on the question of liability or negligence. So you wouldn't have a trial on necessarily whether the defendant was at fault. That would already be determined by summary judgment. You might then have a trial on damages alone, but you wouldn't litigate the issue of liability. On the defense side, often summary judgment is an attempt to get the entire case thrown out before trial. So they might say no reasonable jury could find that the defendant was negligent, or no reasonable jury could find that the defendant owed a duty to the plaintiff, or no reasonable jury could find that the plaintiff wasn't at fault on his or her own. And it's possible sometimes to get a ruling like that on the question of comparative fault, which is perhaps the subject for another video. The timing of summary judgment is often important for case settlement. And there's a lot of reasons for that. When there are pending motions for summary judgment, that's usually a pretty good time to settle a case. And the reason for that is that uncertainty on both sides is sort of at a maximum. You don't know whether your case is going to get thrown out if you're the plaintiff, and you don't know if you're going to have to face a full jury trial and robust trial defense if you are the defendant. So it provides a pretty good opportunity to get cases settled, and often most cases will settle or resolve at summary judgment. One other thing, and this is sort of the key thing for me with summary judgment, is plaintiffs aren't always entitled to get to a jury. I have clients sometimes say, well, we'll just go to court. We'll just go to trial. Not so fast. You'll have to get past summary judgment. The defense will file these motions on some issue in the case, and you could potentially get your case thrown out or severely curtailed, severely narrowed, especially the value. So hope that helps explain basically what summary judgment is and why it's an important phase of your lawsuit. And I'll put a link to our blog post on this topic below.